Look at us here in 2, 3, and 4, all bunched up. Sean Breen, Scott Dixon, and Matt Dixon, sorry. Welcome to Netcruzer RC. VRC Pro Racing. This is going to be week 7 of the VRC Ontario Series, Winter Series 2021. And I'm going to show you my main race in Naxos. Now, I hadn't raced here before, hadn't ran this track before, so my previous video was the qualification series, learning how this track works, trying to get faster, trying to get on pace. At the end of the day, I qualified 13th, which did put me in top 3 in the B. So I'm going to show you my B main race, and we're going to see how did I do. Let's see. Alright, here we are on the B main race. The controls are being really wonky again. I'm going to see if it'll actually do what it's supposed to do. David John's in first, Rajan Honda's in second, I'm in third, and then the rest of the grid behind, here it is, in fourth, Rajan Honda fifth. So, I don't know, the grid was all wrong. So David John actually was in pole position. Anyway, let's just watch the race. Where's the rest of my data? I don't know. See, I'm not even getting the stuff, but probably because we haven't crossed the line yet. So this is lap 0, technically, and Scott Crozier just jumped out in the lead. Rajan Honda in second, David John third, John Kennedy fourth. I just screwed up on that jump there as we come on down. Let's just see. Yeah, I have no camera controls. I can't swap cars. I can't adjust anything yet. So we'll just wait until we get through one full lap and we'll see if I can get a little bit better of a view. And there we go. Yeah. What a weird thing this is. Okay, let's jump over to me. And I want to be on rostrum 3 is how I liked my driver position to be. Looks like I'm holding third right now somehow, but oh, I just took a Marshall. I was in the third when I crossed the line, but now I'm down in the 4th or 5th at this point. Let's just jump back to Sean Breen that's in second. No, these are all messed up. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so Scott Crozier's in first. And there we go. Now it's correct because we just had to cross the line. Now David John's in second, Sean Breen's in third. Okay, now we're getting correct data because everyone's done their full laps. All right, I'm down in the 6th position. Let's see how I can make this back. We are already a minute and a half into this 8-minute race, and now we've actually got some accurate data to work with. So Scott Crozier up in first, David John second, Sean Breen third. Let's watch that front 3-pack. Ooh, Sean Breen just got caught on the pipe. That's going to knock him back into around 5th position. I wonder if I can zoom out a bit. Seems like we feel really close. Yeah, let's zoom out so we can see a little bit more. That's that top 3 or 4 grid. Sean Breen with another big crash off that jump. That last jump right before the finish line is a bit of a nasty one because it has a weird valley in the face of the jump, and then the landing zone is on a curve. So it's very easy to crash there. It took me a lot of practice to stop crashing there. All right. Looks like Raj is up in the 1st position. We've had a lot of movement, so much so that the data does not make any sense. You have to watch who's actually in the lead here. So I'm going to try and just keep an eye on who's in that front position. Rajan Honda in first, Dixon in second, Scott Crozier in third that just crashed, who had a rollover. That lets Sean Breen get up in the 3rd, and myself, John Kennedy, up in the 4th. Rajan Honda, again, 1st position through the line. Loses it on the corner, but recovers again. That's just everyone's doing a different type of a line choice on how they're racing. All right, Raj and Dixon are having a pretty good battle for 1 and 2 there. Ooh, Dixon hits the pipe, cuts in a little bit too close, falls back. All right, that gives Raj a huge lead. Let's jump back a little bit. See here, all right, the fight for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th is very close. I'm now up in the 3rd. Scott Crozier in the 2nd, John Kennedy 3rd, Sean Breen in 4th, Dixon in 5th, and let's look at everyone go at it here. Raj is still way out in front. There's Scott, there's myself doing that last jump, Dixon and Breen all across the line. All right, down the straightaway we go. Brake, turn in, little jump, then I tuck in here, another little jump. You can go full throttle once you get around that corner, then let off or brake up the hill. Try and tuck in this nicely. Then this section you want to try and carve through with some nice momentum. I went a little bit too hot into that. And most of this track is trying to hold a momentum line without slowing down too much, because it's very easy to drive it really cautiously. And while it is fast to go slow, you don't want to go too slow. It's also very easy to jump lanes or jump outside of your lane in this because there's a lot of camber changes, angle changes to the lanes. All right, I am now up in the 4th. Chambrin got ahead of me. So Raj is still holding first by quite a margin, and Matt Dixon is 5 seconds behind first place. Chambrin 0.6 seconds behind Matt. Look at us here in 2, 3, and 4 all bunched up. Chambrin, Scott Dixon, and Matt Dixon, sorry, and myself, John Kennedy. Chambrin is an excellent racer. I race with him personally. Ooh, he goes for the triple. He didn't make it. You can clear that, but it's very hard, and I don't think it's consistent, but it can be done. I always just took the single and then did the double, but it is possible to try and do a triple, but it's very difficult because of the way that is on an angle. Okay, 2, 3, and 4, again, all bunched up. I got a little bit loose there coming around, a little bit too much power up the hill, but I got a good down section. Then let's see how clean I do this. Went a little bit wide, let Chambrin get a little bit ahead. This section I felt like I was pretty clean with, and up and around. We're watching Breen right now. Let's just watch me, see if I can catch up or fall behind. That section I try and carry some good speed through. This one you just have to be careful you don't jump outside of the lane, and then up around this corner is easy, but then this will bite you if you get that wrong. But it looked easy on that aspect, but if you are offside there or you hit that with too much speed, it will crash you quite aggressively and you'll lose a lot of time. So we're 5.25 minutes, no, or coming up on the 6-minute marker out of 8. So I am currently up in the 3rd position, holding 3rd. Raj is still first, killing it. Raj, no one's even closing in on Raj. Actually, never mind. Chambrin was closing in. You saw how he tried to do the double single, but he cooked it a little bit too hard, and then he crashed. But Raj looks to be extremely consistent. Let's watch Chambrin for a little bit because he's an excellent racer. And I just want to see if he tries to go for that single double or goes for a triple again. I also never know how people are actually running their race. I personally run mine just alone. But if you are racing late, you could race against ghosts. And then you tend to want to race them, like actually try and catch up to them. So if he gets close to someone, we'll see if he knows that they're there. A lot of people just don't because they're only racing against their time. He goes for the double single. That seems like a pretty quick way to do it. You see everyone else there was just rolling it and then taking the double. It's probably slightly... oh, Raj with a crash. That lets Chambrin get up into 1st. All right, we have a position change. Chambrin up in the 1st place with 1 minute to go. Raj 1.3 seconds behind. David John 3 seconds behind that. Scott Crozier, I've dropped down into 5th. I don't know what happened there, but means I crashed or just spun out. So you can see here that everyone... Ooh, that's a little bit disorienting when you get in out that wide. All right, Chambrin looking pretty good here. 40 seconds to go. I'm currently up in the 4th, but in a pretty good battle between 3 to 5. Let's see if I can get Scott Crozier here. I go for the roll and then double, and then I try and take this clean and fast. Roll through. Ooh, got a little bit loose there. And a little bit wide there. That was not a good showing. 20 seconds left. Chambrin out in 1st. Raj right behind. We're going to watch to see who takes the win here. So Chambrin currently in 1st. Raj in 2nd, 1.5 seconds behind. Scott Crozier in 3rd, 3.9 seconds behind. All right, here we go. Looks like the leader has got a pretty good margin of error here. Oh, but he goes for that double single and he misses. That lets Raj catch right up. We have a fight. We are overtime. Oh, Chambrin jumps a lane. That's exactly what I was mentioning there, where you can jump a lane. That means Raj is going to get this. Chambrin gets caught on the pipe, holding back into the 2nd. He's going to lose maybe down in the 3rd. Scott Crozier gets out ahead. Chambrin just at the nick of time grabs that 2nd. Scott Crozier in 3rd. John Kennedy 4th. Gardy in 5th. And then the rest of the guys here. Wow. All right. What a finish. Wow, that was a good race between Raj and Chambrin. Man, yeah. He went for that double single. That's a tough one. That bit him. But you could see that when he did it right, it allowed him to be a lot faster than the group and catch up. So risk and reward. Jump out of this, and we'll compare my times versus the leaders and see how people did. Qualified 13th, finished 14th because I had a couple of bobbles and mistakes. Raj did get a first win in 11 and 8:17 and an 8:22 for Sean Breen. It looked closer than that, but because he had a crash and then got caught in the pipe, that's where that time came from. Okay, let's go to web results. I'm just going to show you mod because I did all right in spec, but I think I did 15th in spec. All right, the winner of A-Main at Naxos, Italy was Jim Schufel. 12 laps in 8:12. 12 laps in 8:12. All right, his average lap time was 37.9. Okay, 37.9. Andrew Buchar in second with an average lap time of 37.8. Actually, a quicker average lap time, but he still got second. That's interesting. Okay, Matt Stacey third, Kevin Tyler fourth, Ray McKay fifth, Brian Nesbitt sixth. Then in the B main, we have Raj, Sean, Scott, and myself. I was doing 11 in 8:23. My average lap time was 42.0, and I took 3 marshals along the way. Raj won that race with an average lap time of 41.7, and he took 3 marshals along the way. And then Sean Breen, I wonder how slow was his last lap? Yeah, look at that last lap. Yikes, 46.6 on his last lap, which lost him the race. That hurts. Anyway, that's racing. All right, guys, that was week 7. Next week, week 8, the last week of the series, I believe we're going to Fear Farm. Yes, we are going to Fear Farm next week. Will be the last track that we race on for the Winter Series 2021. All right, guys, thanks for watching.